Welcome back to NTV News First Edition. A new trend is gaining traction among parents, letting kids rot all summer. That's right. But don't let the phrase fool you. This lighthearted approach embraces boredom, unstructured time, and the idea that doing nothing might just be doing something. Well, joining me to talk all about this idea of letting your kids rot over the summer, which is a very interesting phrase, is Dr. Janine Hubbard for this week's Get Psyched. Letting kids rot, it was the subject of a New York Times article. What do you think of letting kids rot all summer?
Well, I'm not sure about the phrasing, but those of whom, have been listening to me over the years, you hear me say this every single summer about the importance of embracing boredom. We are, as well as the kids, we are losing that skill set to be bored. Think about it. You're in line at the grocery store. We pick up our phone. We check it. And if you and I were just talking about childhood memories of summer and, the unstructured play, we're not talking about brain rot in front of a screen. We're talking about, the get outside and come back in later and figure out what you want to do. And if I hear the word I'm bored, then there are chores that are going to come out. So you better figure out something to do. But it really is the idea of encouraging unstructured. And you know what? It could be reading a book. It could be playing an instrument. It could be playing tag. But so much of that involves exploration of interest, involves creativity. It involves, problem solving. Oh, well, I want to do this, but I need X, Y, and Z. How am I going to do that? Especially think about navigating the rules of different games that you're inventing. With the neighborhood kids or the cousins. All of these are such essential skills that when you're doing something that's really, really structured and really programmed, we kind of lose out on.
So, you basically touched on it. I was going to ask you, so why is this actually helpful?
Well, and again, I think it's a reminder not just for our kids, because we think about it automatically for our kids, but also for ourselves. I mean, the idea of just going, you know what, I have nothing that I have to do today. Sure, there's always a list of things I should do, but it's the, you know what, we have no plans today. What do you feel like doing? What do I need? And so some of it's also channeling some of those inner needs, going, you know what? I really need to get out and get some fresh air. Or it could be, you know what? I really just need to tune out the world and curl up with a book and maybe have a little nap. And those are all just fine. It's listening to our internal cues and not following that day-to-day grind that we participate in so much of the year.
Now, a lot of parents are watching and they're saying, wow, that sounds so wonderful, but I work and my partner works and we've got children, so we need to enroll them in summer camp. So what do you say to them?
Oh, absolutely. And there are some kids, listen, I was one of those kids, I needed summer camp. I liked exploring the interests and the structure, and I had parents who worked. So keeping in mind there are some great benefits, and also we forget just how much time, even like sleepaway camp is downtime and is boredom time, and continues to develop a lot of those skills. There's still a lot of those happening. But then what it means is maybe making sure you're taking the time to book off some, media-free evenings, or declaring a weekend media-free, or just, again, having conversations and being really mindful about how you're using screen time during the summer. But just setting some of those, we're just going to do nothing evenings or weekends as much as you can.
So, it leads me to my next question. You were talking about electronics. Some people are saying, just put them away for the summer. That's not really going to happen. So any suggestions of how you can easily, ease into less screen time, less device time over the summer break?
Sure. Don't set yourself up for failure. Putting them away, that's just not going to happen. And keeping in mind, especially for tweens and older teens, that's often their social communication. So while we might want to set some boundaries and limits, we don't want to take that away. Also remembering that not all things screen are equal. Maybe it's watching a video on YouTube about how to do a cool science experiment, or how to build something, or a recipe, or who knows what. So or or maybe it's doing the crossword puzzle or reading a book. The quality differs. So setting some times that are screen-free as much as possible, and just send out a message to friends and family saying, you know what, we're tuning out for the weekend. That's okay. There's also really cool apps that are kind of fun that can help encourage some of that downtime away from screens. So maybe exploring those, you and your family can compete to grow a little virtual forest. Might be fun.
Dr. Hubbard, I think I need to clear my throat a little bit, but I do thank you so much for coming in. I guess everyone out there enjoy summer,
Yep.
and we'll meet again next week.
Sounds
Thank you.
great.
Okay.